Good morning. How are we doing? How are we doing? Good little bit of eep, I think. Nothing normal? We're looking pretty normal right now, I'm not gonna lie. Huh. Okay, well, I have a maybe a plan for today. I don't know. I have some things I want to work on, some sort of like normal everyday I don't know. I kind of want to start another project. Every once in a while I hit that point where I'm like, I simply want to build something else. But I don't know what exactly to build. Probably some sort of farm of some kind. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe do some exploring today. Who knows? But let's go grab our armor. I am not used to having a closet yet. I am not used to having a closet yet. But it's good to not have to carry around my armor all the time. I didn't know you could just do that, by the way. You can just swap. Is that a new thing? That's gotta be new, right? That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Thank you. Oh, look, it's Mystic for the 10 months of Prime. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know you could do that. We have a hype train going, chat. Y'all know what that means. I did not know you could do that, though. Very not new. It's not new? Oh. Well, I didn't know that I could do that. But yeah, we've got some stuff we can work on today. Chat, I don't know what other clothes to put in my closet. I don't have just like clothes sitting around, you know what I mean? Thank you, Reading Alt, for the follow. Welcome in. But no, chat. I want to take kind of some opinions from you guys about what I should work on next. Maybe I built some, maybe I want to build a shop or something? I don't know. Prepare your crabs! Release! Since when do I have the Vine Boom on my soundboard? Sweet, since when? Since when did I do that? Why do I have no recollection of putting the Vine Boom on my... Well, say hello to Chuck. Give him a little kiss. Give him a little cat kiss. Mwah. Give him a little smooch. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And Art! Thank you for the 17 months. Business, you say? I'll message you. I'll message you. I'll message you. But give him a little kiss. Give him a little kiss. All right, Chuck, go sit down. Go sit over there. Because I do have thoughts. I do. Okay. You can 100% see Athena messing with your soundboard and putting it on there. I don't know if Athena knows how, but I can boom now, so that's cool. But all right, let's go do our rounds. Okay. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. We'll go around. Okay, nothing big. Everything down here okay? Hey, I'm fine with that. I'm okay if nothing in my house wants to be all over the place. So what's up out here? Oh my. That is a lot of torch flowers. Okay. Am I mad about this? Am I mad about this? Well, I am, but I don't know if I'm mad. Okay, 118. What is it? They were petals before. Pink petals are torch flowers. Cool. Is that all we've got going on today? Because they're pretty. I like this flower a lot. Not a bad flower. Ooga booga. Okay, well, I don't hate it. Sheep are still yellow, which I think is what they were as of last time. How's our bridge? Oh! Cool, you messed with down there. White now. It was orange, right, before? Alright. Touche. Potion bubble is white. Interesting. I know. Very quirky, I guess. Okay, and that should not be mangrove. What do they do? The council will decide your fate. Well, that was not mangrove before, so fair enough. Anything else around? I guess I could go check on the pond, but that might be a terrible idea. Turtle, fence, mangrove. 120. Hate that. Hate it so much. Why white? I don't know. I don't make these decisions. Hello. I want to disrupt these turtles so that they go around. Here you go. Be free. You don't have to stay in the corner. Why are you choosing to stay in the corner? Stop it. Stop it. That's not your home. You have all of this space to use. All right. Well, if they want to be in there, they can be in there, I guess. But I freed them a little bit. Is it a terrible idea to go check on the pond? Is it a terrible idea to go check on the pond? Enrichment corner? That might be their enrichment corner. They identify as corner turtles. They just might. Tortuga Tower has been destroyed. Okay, we'll go check on the pond, I guess. I haven't been over there since... Oh, that's bigger. Oh, my trees! Hold up, my tree! I wasn't even looking! Hold up, wait, my trees! What is this about? Are they all mangrove? Huh. How far does this go? I don't know if I like this. Oh, jeez. All the way over, all the way over here as well. That's so fun. How far does this go? Hold up, wait, how much mangrove? Oh my. As far as the moss goes, that checks out, I guess. Even on the other side, then? I guess these aren't in the radius. Oh yeah, okay. All my trees are mangrove. Cool. Fuel. I didn't notice that before. All trees in moss are mangrove. I do kind of like them better. Oops, all mangrove. So true. Okay, well, I guess let's go check on the pond. Am I missing anything else? Now I feel like I could be missing things. Just that's been there. Okay, it's fine. The trees look nice though. I do agree. All right, let's go do a little look. Please don't be... Oh. Oh boy. Where's the river? That's been my marker. How far? Oh. All the way out to there. Cool, it's still spreading, guys. Love it. Love it here. Love when it spreads like that. Just the best. No more holes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Is it taking over this whole peninsula? Oh, what are you? Hello? Ah, it appears we've hit non-spruce trees. That's just as bad. That is just as bad. Ugh. This is not good. Not that it ever was. Why are they built like that? Dude, I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's the full peninsula then. Jeez, okay. Alright. 122. Pond is way bigger. Oak trees are honey and prismarine. I have a theory Quixis is colorblind. Dude, if Quixis thinks they're making like a work of art right now, but it actually looks like this, that would actually be the funniest thing. Alright, well, how's the actual pond looking? I guess I don't really have a need for the pond itself, huh? Because I have the book now, so I don't really need... Cool. They like to have fun. How nice of them to make trees on brand. Oh, they are! Ugh! No one liked that. Well, the good news is water seems to still be stopping it. The way it's gotten across this isn't through the water, it's through just coming around, so it's not as terrible as it could be. Like, using the pond is better than using the books. The pond doesn't delete a whole section of the word. You have a point. I just don't want it to grow anymore. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Alright. Let's do our chores and then maybe figure out what we're gonna work on today, because I don't know. But no. Hi, chatters. You're like surrounding Athena. I don't mean to. I don't mean to do that. It just happens by association. I always have a point, but only sometimes does it make sense. That's a good motto. I always have a point, but only sometimes it matters. Hello? Oh, I just tried to place a torch down. Okay, well that wasn't gonna work. Do-do-do-do. Wow, my new senior quote. So true. But no, chat, I wanna talk to you guys about this last D&D session I had, because it was something. So we're currently in this volcano right now, right? In this campaign that I'm in that Centros DMs. We're in a volcano right now. The volcano, the like inside of it, it's like, okay, so it's a dormant volcano, and the inside is turned into like a city. Like the edges of the volcano are like big city, but the city's been abandoned for like hundreds of years, and we're getting in there because we have this big heart of this elemental that's in the volcano, and we're trying to give it back, and therefore then people could come back to the city. All right, that's the quest we're doing right now. We're trying to bring the heart back to this big fire elemental that lives in this volcano so that people can come live in the town again. That's what we're doing. And we're traveling down these like rings. So it's like a ring and then another ring and another ring and another ring, and they get smaller and smaller all the way to the bottom. And we have to keep finding ways down on all the levels, and meanwhile we're dodging all these sellswords that work for like the evil country that's also trying to take over this city, but in like a /neg way. We don't like that. That's so cool. It's kind of bussin' quest. It's kind of bussin'. This is the capital of one of the countries. I'm now intrigued because D&D go bar. Yeah. So I am big man, big dude, and I love him so much, but I've been carrying this heart around. This heart is like the size of a person, okay? Massive heart, okay? Cool. And I've been carrying it on my back because I'm 7'9" and have a 20 in my strength. So I've been carrying this thing around in like, I have this like backpack stroller that the artificer of our party made me to carry it around. And we are currently in this, the dude who makes, that like invented Warforged, the robot race in D&D, we're in his like lab, all right? And we think that if we go through it, it'll get us down to the next ring. And also one of our characters in our party is a Warforged, so we're doing a bunch of backstory stuff for them. And that's where we are right now. We get all the way through this massive dungeon. My character actually picks up a like nuke. That's a side note though. I find the equivalent of like uranium-235 or whatever it is. I find the D&D equivalent of that and it's in my pocket, so that's great. Surely. That's a fun thing. Oh, cat ears. Blah. Blah. Hate it. Hate it. So we're going through this dungeon. We get to the bottom level of this dungeon. And we find the dude who invented Warforged, who is alive somehow. He should not be alive. And he is like fused to a machine. And we talk to him and he's like, yeah, no, I did not wish to go in this machine, but I am. Can you please kill me? And you'll shut the machine down. And we're like, yeah, sure. But he's like, hey, when you try to do that, the whole lab security system is gonna kick in and try to kill you. So our party goes into like our little huddle. We go into a little huddle and we're like, all right, we want to kill this guy because like he's been suffering here for like 200 years, stuck in this machine, forced to like be in pain all the time to power this machine. We want to kill him. But if we just like hit him, then whatever the security system is. And to be clear, things we've seen in this dungeon, rooms and rooms of massive metal mechas, okay, that are turned off, like an army of mechs, as well as the uranium. And we don't really want to fight whatever the security system is, we assume, because of what we've already seen. So one of our party members goes, let's blow him up. But our way out is shut by like this magical barrier, which is another thing. There's a bunch of magical barriers that brought us down here. We're basically kind of trapped down there theoretically until we kill this guy. So we're like, we want to blow him up, but this room is tiny, tiny room. And we're like, all right, how do we get out of here? How do we like set a bomb and then get out and then it explodes? And then maybe we can come back in and loot the rest and make sure that he's dead, etc. So Mamu's character, who is a demon, has the ability to like call imps from hell by like she like cuts her hand and then like asks for an imp, and then this is our favorite sound, by the way, the imp appearing sound. Basically imps, and you can say, I need an imp who's good at navigating, and then what'll pop up, because she can do that. And this is a side note, but Centros, when an imp appears, I'm gonna recreate what this sounds like for you all. Okay, ready? That's what the imp appearing sound is. And he does it often. It's our favorite sound that he makes. It's our favorite sound that he makes. This imp appears, and very clearly he's like, hey, I can't get you out of here. There is no way out unless you can try and get this door down, but on the other side of this door there's just more doors. So we're like, crap. So we stand around and we're like, do we just like go in the hallway, or like, and my character is like, I think we could just take him. Like, I think personally that we could just kill the security system. And the rest of the party is like, no, we're doing a bomb. And I'm like, all right, we're doing a bomb. I just joined and I hear, pah! Welcome, Midnight. Hi, Cat How. So we're pretty dead set on doing a bomb, and that's kind of just how it is, right? And I'm like, all right, fine, we do a bomb, and we're like, we don't have any way to get out of here. Can you call someone that you've had like a contract with in the past? Because fun fact about Mambu's character, she's one of like the demon lords of hell, but she got her memory wiped and has no memory of being that or doing that. So she doesn't really know what she's capable of. And she's like, yeah, I'm sure people would have worked for me. Like maybe I can call someone who can teleport us. So she does the thing again and calls a warlock who she is the patron of, and she's like, I didn't know that I did that. Cool. And the warlock just happens to be a djinn, a genie. And we're like, hey, please, can you teleport us out of here? And she's like, I have never been here before. I cannot guarantee that I will take you where you want to go. And we're like, that's fair. Can you... So we describe where, like, the entrance to this dungeon is. And we're like, you try and teleport there, and then come back, and if you get there, you teleport us. And that's the plan. Thank you, Ashplays, for the raid. And that's the plan. So she goes, and then 5 minutes pass, and 10 minutes pass, and 15 minutes pass, and we're like, did she clip into a wall? I think she clipped into a wall. And what's it called? She comes back and we're like, oh, thank God. And she's like missing an arm, and we're like, oh. And she's like, so I teleported directly into the base of all these cell swords. And we're like, oh yeah, they're here and they hate us. And we're like, can you still teleport us? Like, not to the cell swords? And she's like, I can try, but like, I literally can't go with you. As soon as I do it, I gotta dip because like, I'm gonna die. And we're like, yeah, that's fine. So she's like, all right, and makes a portal. And we're like, all right, thank you. We'll figure out wherever it is we land. I hope it's not the cell swords. So we go through the portal. The portal is positioned directly above the middle of the volcano. So, this is what I tweeted about. So, two of the characters in our party chat, let me get some tunes. Two of the characters in our party have wings. One of the NPCs is a succubus, and she's awesome. And then one of our characters has mechanical wings. So I am notably the last person to go through here. I'm notably the last person to go through the portal because I was like, I have the uranium on me, and I don't know what's gonna happen when it goes through the portal, so I'll go last. And first people to fall through are Mambu's character and our Warforged. And Mambu casts Dimension Door in the air below her. So her and the Warforged fall into that, and they're safe on the side. Boom. Sounds good. Next to the fall through is our party's rogue and the dude with mechanical wings. The rogue just dives bombs because he's like, I bet I can do it. And then wing guy comes out and is like, I'm gonna grab you. And they go over to the side. Now comes the problem. No, not yet. 3 more people go through. A little kobold squire that's with our party, our paladin, and the succubus. The succubus is dating the paladin, by the way. That's just a side note. Succubus grabs the 2 of them, goes to the side. The only people left to go through are me and my 8-year-old sorcerer son. And I am 7'9" and carrying the massive heart. And it's very clear, and I'm sitting there, right? And Centros just keeps looking over at me and is like, I don't know, dude. And I'm like, what do you want me to do here? Yeah, my child, who I love so very much. Not my real son. He's not actually my son, but I adopted this kid, and I love this kid so much, dude. And it is just the two of us that have to go through this. So we fall through. I do not blow up with their uranium. Point A. I do not blow up with their uranium. I'm gonna mine some wood while I'm talking as just like a background thing. Let me figure out which wood I need. Sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger there. What wood do I want more of? Spruce. We're gonna go make some spruce wood, so that I'm doing something and not just talking, because I will just keep going. All right. Not the child, my boy. Dude, you guys don't even know how much I love this kid. I freaking love this kid. And so I'm falling, and I immediately I dive to go catch the kid. And currently my goal, and I have mouthed to Mambu across the table, save the kid first, because that's my character, baby. That's my character. And I immediately go and grab him, and my plan is to just kind of like chuck him maybe over to the edge, because I know I can't make it, but he's small, and I bet that if I chuck this kid, he can get to one of the rings on the sides, right? And yeah, my character would instantly sacrifice his life for this kid or for Mambu's character. It's actually just honestly for anyone. He's already in his eyes on borrowed time, because he's been revived. That's a whole thing. I don't need to get into my character psychology. But it's the truth. And so Mambu, as I've said before, is one of the archdemons of hell. And she only recently found this out and doesn't really know everything that she can do. But one of the things that's been established that she can do is turn into the big demon version of her. And why is there just a bed? One of the things we know that she can do is turn into big boy demon version of her. Like her old demon form, which is bigger than me and has wings. So she's like, can I get angry enough to turn into my demon form? And Centros is like, yeah, sure. You need to go catch them, right? And we're falling. And then, as I fall, something starts to happen. That is a whole nother problem. So I'm carrying the heart of the big primordial fire elemental in the volcano. And I start falling directly towards the volcano. And the fire elemental, who's very angry, wakes up. And to be clear, chat, the elemental is the volcano. He is the lava. Okay? Like all of the lava is like just his body. Right? And he, from my point of view, goes, oh, look, my heart, and reaches massive magma hand up towards me. And I'm like, crap. And I'm carrying my boy, and I have the heart on my back. My back, like the straps of my heart backpack are already burning off. And I'm like, I bet if I chuck this thing, if I chuck the heart down, maybe he'll leave me alone. It's not exactly good. Well, no. So I grab this thing and just chuck it. Because from my eyes, that's the best option I have here. And maybe it's just asking for the heart. The heart lands in its hand. It doesn't stop. Still reaching. Mambu, at the same time, Divine, her character, is flying towards me. But she has to fly through the hand. And so she does, because like Centros is like, you have two options here. To either try to go around, which you don't think you have the movement speed to get there before we like splat into the ground, or to fly through the hands. So she's like, screw it, I'm flying through the hands. I am a demon. I have resistance to fire damage. So surely this will be fine. Then she proceeds to fail the save because, you know, she's fully flying through the whole thing. And, then David picks up like 10 D12s and we're like, Mama's a bard. Mama's a bard. And we're like, crap, crap, crap. We're gonna splat. She's gonna die. She's gonna incinerate. We're gonna splat. We're screwed. We're screwed. And then she goes to fly through it. And she flies out the other side. Completely unharmed. Because her demon form just can do that. And the collective like few at the table was like, because she's in her demon lord, which is one of the archdemons of hell, which we did not know she could do. We did not know this in advance. She did it anyway. And it's fine. She's fine. And we're like, oh, thank God. We were screwed. So she grabs us. And it's looking like we're gonna be okay, right? It's looking like we're gonna be okay. And then David's like, can you roll a perception check as you're being carried up? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And to be clear, this whole quest is to give back the heart to this elemental. And we didn't really know what that meant. Like, we kind of assumed that, like, when we got here, we'd kind of figure it out. And most of the party has just been like, I think we're just supposed to chuck it in there, but we'll wait to do that just in case we're not supposed to chuck it in there. But I chucked it in there anyway. And Centros is like, can you roll a perception check? As she's like carrying us up the middle of the volcano. And both Divine and my boy, Essek, roll incredibly low. I roll a 21. And on my way up out of the area, what do I see? As like, because we're like at the bottom where the volcano is, and we've been on like the third ring or so, and we still had a little bit to go down. And as we're flying up on the bottom ring, I see a little pedestal with a heart-shaped hole. And I go, I go, Essek? Yeah. That's my boy. And I'm like, crap. And I look down and just chilling on top of the lava, in like the middle of the lava, is the heart. And we're like, crap. And Centros was like, yeah, you just made this quest so much harder for yourselves. But theoretically, we could just send Mapu, because she's a demon, right? So she can just go in the lava or something? I don't know. It's a problem though, because now the other people, the bad country who we've been fighting against and is here to kind of kill us, could go get the heart now, which we have done so much to not give it to them in the past. Like, the fact that we still have this heart is a miracle. We should not still have this heart with everything that we've had to do to keep it. And now it's theoretically, because they saw that, right? It's not like they didn't see us falling through everything. So that's great. So now we know that they're kind of coming for us, and we're all like, all right, let's breathe. And I have a very epic character development moment. One sec. Just gonna do something really quick. I have a really cool character development moment. So we're all like having a bad time. To be clear, nobody took any damage. But like we almost died. we honestly, we should have died. We should have died there. Is that where the session ended? Nope, that's where the session started. We to be clear, this last week's session started with us going through the portal, and then we were on top of a volcano. Like, he was like, all right, that's your recap. You come out the other side of the portal, falling into a volcano. And we're like, that's where it started? Yeah. To be clear, we dealt with the whole volcano, and that was in that session. But now we're all chilling on the sidelines on our ring, and we're like, all right, the people are definitely coming for us, but that was terrifying. Let's breathe. So Mambu casts Tiny Hut, which, to give you, if you don't know the spell, Liamon's Tiny Hut, it makes a invisible to the outside little hut. We're on the inside. It's like a Harry Potter, like, you know, the tent in Harry Potter where it's way bigger on the inside. And it has like food and beds for up to like 10 people. And our party's like 9 at this point. And Mambu, Centros lets us do a lot of like flavor things. Like, if something is funny, he lets us do it. And what's it called? Mambu's Tiny Hut is, because it's just a silly goof, Mambu has a Pinterest board for the Tiny Hut. Mambu has a Pinterest board for the Tiny Hut, and what's it called? It notably has a bead curtain as the door. It's all pink on the inside. It's got bean bags. It has a second floor with a loft, because why not? It like exclusively has bean bags though. And like a canonical coffee maker is in there. Like, the Tiny Hut is luxurious. So we're all chilling in the Tiny Hut, and my character is gets to have a really cool character development moment. Because if you've never heard me talk about my character before, he's a blood hunter. And he's been through a lot. And all of his life has been, like, the last 200 years has been spent trying to bring back his best friend, who got murdered by a blood witch and then revived directly in front of him, who he then had to kill. Yeah, it's not great. We recently found out that blood witch is also his mom, which is a whole other thing. But his whole life has been spent trying to bring this guy back. And he did like odd jobs for like 200 years. He gets hired by Divine's dad to be her bodyguard, because Divine's character started out by a little tiefling coming to the material realm to be a pop star. That is the start of Mambu's character. That is the backstory she wrote, and here we are. So I get hired as her bodyguard, and I basically I'm like her security as she goes around places. And we now know that Divine's dad is our big bad. He's a terrible, terrible man. It is the demon who wiped memory and forgot that she was like an archdemon and all of that. We don't like him anymore. He like fires me, and I'm rich now. That's a fun fact. I have like 1.5 million gold because I was being paid by the archdemon of greed. So that's a fun fact. And has been dealing with, like, it's been like 2 or 3 years where he has been protecting Divine, Mambu's character, and like that is what he's been tasked to do. And since he got fired, he's been having like a time realizing that he doesn't have to like follow her around. Like she can go do things and he can go do things. He isn't like contractually meant to stay by her. And has kind of been dealing with that by vibing with the kid, Essek, and has been kind of like his protector instead, and has been dealing with that. And my character also died, and got revived, mostly, mainly due to one of the NPCs who sacrificed himself and traded his soul to bring my characters back. And also Divine, who made sure that I didn't go down again, and has been struggling with that emotion, because when he died, he gets to the like afterlife, and he gets to see his friend, who he's been trying to bring back, and they get to have like a couple minutes where he's like, all I wanted was to see you again, and then he gets dragged back to being alive again. And he's been dealing with that, right? Which is one of my favorite tropes. One of my favorite tropes of thanks for bringing me back. Sorry I came back wrong. And has been dealing with like, what am I supposed to do now that I know he's there waiting for me when I do die? So I'm going to spend every moment I have protecting the people that I love. And that's where he's at as a character. And I love my dude so much. He's perfect. Essek is a human sorcerer, by the way, to the person who asked. And this is now one of the previous times where he was about to die after getting brought back. Essek saves him because he's freaking cracked. He is so much magical ability, and he made a deal with like an angel, and like there's a lot of stuff that he's done. Thank you, Unity Wolves Rive, for the raid. I totally butchered that, but thank you. He has now been saved by Essek, and Essek is now on the arc of like, thank you for protecting me, but now I can protect you too. And he's like, yeah, cool, that sounds good. I'm not trying to figure out what to do. A 7-9 human? No. My boy's name is Blade. My boy's name is Faraday. And he's 7-9, he's a Fearbolg. Essek, boy child, is a human sorcerer. I am a Fearbolg blood hunter. That is my class. So after this moment where he and Essek are basically plummeting to death and completely owe his life to Divine this time, he has like massive self-reflection about it, and is like, from what I was when like you hired me, now it feels like you guys are protecting me, and I don't know how to deal with that. Which has been very, very cool to do this from like a roleplay standpoint. And Mambu's been doing some very epic stuff. Okay, well, I guess not. And Mambu's character basically sees my character as like an older brother. And they get to have a very like good moment where she's like, I'm glad that I can like protect you too, because what I saw like my family to be, I now know never was my family, at least not in the way that they should have been. And they get to have a very cool moment, which David decided was gonna trigger something. Thank you, Wolfie Lovegood, for the 14 months of Prime. Thank you. It's Fable in time. Yeah, we talking D&D. So as I'm having like this character revelation, this very epic roleplay moment that I'm having as I'm sitting in the tiny hut on a beanbag, David decides that he wants to kick in some stuff, right to just ruin my day. And basically, my character has to just keep going, because I'm just gonna keep talking about this and just keep explaining on it. Why Centra's gotta mess with the wholesome? Yeah. So my character is a blood hunter. Okay, notably not a blood mage, but does hemomancy, which is blood magic. And he is in charge of like protecting this book that he has. That's like one of the four ancient texts on like blood magic. And his mom, Blood Witch Lady, had when she came to town, came to get that book. And she didn't end up getting it because my man still has it. And basically, we've now ran back into Blood Witch Lady. whose name is Sephiriah. I'm just gonna say that so that I don't have to see Blood Witch Lady every time. But we run, so far in the campaign, we've run into her again, which my character's immediate response is drop everything, I need to kill her. To which she was like, wait, no, I'm your mom. And it caused me to stop trying to hit her for 2 seconds. And she basically does some like long-winded implying that like it's in my system to do the kind of magic that she does. Which he does not want to do. He does not wish to do that. Because in the past, he had dabbled with that kind of blood magic one time. Because he wanted to get stronger to be able to go and fight her. And could not control what he was doing. And ended up killing like 2 miles worth of forest. Just like instantly decaying it. And putting about half of his village into a coma. Fun fact. So he hasn't done that again. He has not tried to mess with that again since then, and that got him exiled from his village, which is a big deal because his dad had to exile him. His dad is a loser. I hate his dad though, to be clear, and he has not dabbled in that. And David has been very aggressively hinting that like, I am going to unlock specific blood mage powers. And he decided that this little wholesome character development moment was when that was gonna be. So he's like, hey, you start hearing heartbeats, like 9 heartbeats. And then you start hearing hundreds of heartbeats. Maybe even 200 heartbeats. And this one massively loud one, which is very clearly the party and all of the sellswords in Broxton and the massive fire elemental. And my dude starts freaking the heck out, like freaking out. And he tries to like focus on it, but basically it makes him like pass out. So isn't that just so fun? Reasonable reaction, not gonna lie. Yeah, and like he starts bleeding out of his nose and like, you know, funny character development things. And it's just a ride. It's just a ride. I don't know if it was Haley or a cat outside of my door, but something was outside my door. So isn't that just great development? Just stunning. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And man just passes out. And that is relatively where we ended the session. Technically, a bunch more happened where like people split off to go see if we blew up the guy successfully. We didn't. With the bomb that we went through the portal for. It was not nearly a big enough bomb to blow up the guy. And the sellswords almost find the tiny hut, and Mambu does some very epic illusion stuff to make them not see it, and the party is a ride right now. But no, top 10 ways to have a horrible time to start your D&D session. Number 1, plummet into a volcano. It's a great way to start your session, guys. And it's funny because the way Centros DMs, he does not DM a way out. Like, he's very much a, this is what's happening in the world, deal with it. I didn't write you a convenient way out. If you don't find a way out, you don't find a way out. That's kind of how it is. And I was like, did you have a plan? Like, if we plummeted? And he was like, nope, I figured you guys would figure something out. And I'm like, well, I'm glad we did. But his style of DMing is very fun because it makes us have to, like, find weird solutions to things. But yeah, the heart is just completely at the, just chilling down there, and it is a problem that we don't have it anymore. It is a big problem that we don't have it. It's great. But no, I love this campaign. TPK to fall damage wouldn't be the first time. wouldn't be the first time. I've told that story, right, chatters? The old story of the dive bomb. Ah, what a story it is. Yeah, there's nothing up here. All right, this is becoming oak and spruce. You didn't? I haven't heard it. All right, chat. Let me tell you the stupidest thing that has ever happened in the history of forever. So. Did I talk about one on his stream? Yeah. So way back when, same party, like a year ago in time. We are. How do I want to explain this? We had just finished a quest. All right, we had just finished a quest, and it was going all right. We did a pretty good job of what we were supposed to do. We killed this big evil witch. I just recovered the kid, Essek. We got his soul back from the witch that we back, which is how he like joins the party. And that's just like where we are, and we are chilling. At this point in time, there's a couple different party members, because as you might guess, it's a TPK. Not a TPK, but most of the party lives. But one of our characters is a kid who is a fairy and is like 11. All right, he's like 11. And the NPC that Centros has with the party is like big half orc, I'm pretty sure, dude who is just a Chad, but has like had problems with the kid before. There's like arguing because he's like, I want to go run off and just do stuff, and we're like, Jesus Christ, no, please don't do that. And they get into like some sort of argument, right? And something gets said along the lines of like, why don't you just go fly into the sun? As like a screw off. Like just go fly into the sun. And the kid's reaction is to go, I could. At which point the NPC goes, no. And he goes, bet. Starts taking off. Starts absolutely numing. 60 foot a second in the air towards the sun. It's a bit, but it's also not a bit, because he wants to do it, right? And David is like, are you gonna keep going? And he's like, yeah. And we're like, okay. Ooga booga. Can we get, really quick, can we get some A-ups in the chat? A to the Y to the U to the P, P to the U to the Y to the A. A-up, 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 A-up. A to the Y to the U to the P, P to the U to the Y to the A. A-up. So, David is very clearly like, you get 200 feet, you get 300 feet, and like, at this point, half the party's like walked away. Right, the other half is like, all right, we'll wait for this kid to come back down. And David is like, you're gonna start passing out. You're gonna hit the atmosphere. And he's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll turn around then, as soon as I start getting lightheaded. And David's like, sure. And then he's like, I want to dive bomb the NPC. And the rest of the party is like, what? And he's like, yeah, I want to dive bomb the NPC. It'll be funny. I want to like tackle him. And David's like, here, I'll do exactly what David does. I'll do the thing that he does when he does this. All right, are you ready? This is what happens when this happens. He's like, I want to dive bomb. That is exactly what he does. And he does it often. That is David's like, oh my god. Right? And like, the rest of the party is like, maybe don't do that. And he's like, well, I could cast Featherfall. And we're like, yeah, do that. And we're like, he's like, no, it would be funny. And David's like, you have 10 seconds before you hit the ground and tell me whether you want to cast Featherfall. And he's like, no, I'll just do it. So, he hits the NPC like 600 miles per hour. Flattened. Both of them. Flattened. Dead. Not even like a chance. You can't revive that. That is mush. That is splat. At which point he goes, oh. But the kicker here is that when we were making characters, like we designed characters, the dive bomber and one of the guys in the party were like, yeah, we'll do like some weird childhood stuff where like we're gonna have like the same mom and we'll be like twins and like our souls will be bonded. And David's like, yeah, sure, dude. And when he splats, the other party member dies because their souls are bonded. So, not completely a TPK, but 3 for 1. Man's nuked 2 people. Now, I think the real kicker is that this is not the first time this player has done this. To be clear, the new character that he's playing in this party is our Artificer, and the Artificer's great. We love him. Remember said I was saying that your PC was either the one die bombing or the one to the soul bomb. No. That wasn't me. I was still playing. That was Faraday. That was my Blood Hunter. He and Divine and our Paladin, I think, are the only party members that are the same that haven't died. Because like a bunch got taken out right then. He killed both of them out of sheer willpower. Yeah, and it was like irreversible. Then we spent the next 2 sessions having a funeral. But this is not the first time that this character had done this, which was the real kicker, honestly, was that it was not the first time that he had done this. In the campaign before, which there had been a full TPK in, we actually hit a point, where... chat, I'm gonna go to the Dark Oak Forest and just mine more wood. Which was a full TPK that caused the start of this campaign. The reason we're in this campaign now is because of, this last TPK. Where I was playing, basically, Tubbo. I was playing a satyr gunslinger named Tip, alright, who I love very much. I loved that boy. And in that campaign, we were in the middle of doing a quest where we had to go in this temple, basically, and kill all these cultists, right? So we spent a couple sessions, like we spent a whole, like, at this point we're playing in this party for like a year now, like we even have this campaign going, and we are like making our way through this temple to go kill all the cultists. And essentially, one of the party members is planning to betray our party, which, like, he talked with David before, where he's like gonna turn on them and like go help the cultists, and he wanted to do it like a cool character thing, and he was like, yeah, like if they can like bring him back, then that happened, like bring him back to their side, that happens. Otherwise, I want to switch sides, and I want to fight the party, which is very epic as a character choice. which was cool. And this same player's character, who dive bombed, we are like on the 3rd level of this pyramid. There's like 6 floors to this pyramid. All right, there's like 6 floors, and we're like halfway up. We have all these cultists to kill. There's like a whole boss battle at the top, and the dive bomber's character is a paladin who does not take the betrayal scene very well. He basically like character betrays and then just starts like fighting the party. So we start like fighting, and my character like point blank shotguns the party member, because like he was gonna kill my guy. So like, yeah, we're fighting. It's fun. Point blank shotgun ranges this guy. He's still standing though, and the person who gets the last hit on this character, because to be clear, I wasn't trying to kill him, maybe a little bit because I thought I was gonna die, but like I just wanted to get him low. I didn't want to obliterate this man, right? Still a party member who'd been on our team. But Dive Bomber's character is a paladin, and he decides that he wants to not only fully murder the party member who just betrayed, but then proceed to like deface the body by like, and I kid you not, this is what he said, rip out his spine. Right? So he does that, and David's like, what? And he's a paladin, and just instantly he breaks his oath. And not just like breaking your oath, like breaking your oath in a way where like it's time to get smote. You are about to get smote. So a freaking Archon comes and is like, dude, what the hell? And obliterates him properly by like striking him with lightning. And the party member is like, oh, what the heck? And David's like, not, oh, what the heck? You just ripped out your party member's spine. I don't want to hear it. So he gets struck by lightning and smoked. Now, we're standing on the 3rd level of this temple, and the lightning strikes right through the center and kills all of the cultists. So we didn't need, we did the quest. We had done the quest. We killed all the cultists. So everybody who's not the 2 of them, we get out of the temple and we're like, so we did it? And that happened, and that wasn't even how we all TPK'd. We all TPK'd for some dumber stuff. Later on, we went to the Feywild, which was like a year later than when that happened in that party. So that was fun. You think Guts the cults got to keep their spines? I think they got incinerated. I'm not gonna lie. Hydrate, I will hydrate. So isn't that just the greatest? I'll actually say one more story about this one player. To be clear, David has like talked with this guy and been like, dude, you need to stop doing this, because this is so many times that you've gotten like, I'm not gonna be mad if you get yourself killed, but when you're getting other party members killed, I have a problem. And he talked to him and was like, I need you to not. And his character he's been playing now has been very good. He's our artificer. He's been very killing party members. So shout out to that. But one more story I'll say. The character he decides to play after he gets his paladin smoked is the next kid that he plays. He then proceeds to play a kid. The first out of 2 kids. The other kid, which will dive bomb. that's a wizard. He's okay, so the character concept is a wizard that can't read, right? Which doesn't really check out for wizards. They need books. So this is like a 10-year-old kid who can't read but is a wizard. How, you ask? How, you ask? Or no, he can read but he can't write. Maybe he can't do both. I don't think he can read or write. But what he does is he goes to other wizards and steals their books and then rips out pages of their spells and just like glues them into his own book. And that's where he gets all of his spells. Which, great character concept. So stunning character concept. And his whole character arc of all that he wants to do is invent a stapler. Like, his whole character motivation is to find and make a stapler. Truly stunning. Truly stunning, if I do say so myself. To be clear, the party member who gets his spine ripped out, by the way, same character that was soul bonded. So this guy has killed this guy's character twice now. The character he decides to play in this other campaign is the silliest character design that I've ever seen. Ever. Which is a what are they called? Why? Yanti. There we go. He decides he wants to play a Yanti monk. Did he ever make a stapler? He found one. He did find a stapler. He decides he wants to play a Yanti, which is the snake people in D&D. Monk, who goes by the Dreadnought and is a wrestler? like a Spanish machador. Who is trying to act like he's not a snake. Like, he has a mask on, one of like the luchador masks, as if that will stop us from realizing that he is a snake. He also, the guy playing this character did such a good job. Every single S that this character said, he said like a snake. You'd be like, ah, yes, this is like, and did not break that. I didn't come up with this. This was this guy. He was like, I've had this character design for a while. I want to do it. So yeah, he goes by the Dreadnought. He was great. Great guy. Great guy. Yeah, there's some fun stories. It's a very fun time. This group of players. But no, that's where we are right now in our session, the volcano, and I just unlocked my ability to hear heartbeats, I guess, and then have a sensory overload panic attack. So that's fun. We like to have fun here. Sorry, that's funny. I have some quotes from... Hold up, I bet I can actually read one. I have a quote book, chat, most of which I can't read to you guys because it's not PG. But I have a quote book. And I have some quotes from this guy, this character. Hold up. That I wrote down because of how the S's were. Hold up. Let me see. Before that, I have a lot of good quotes, chat. Fun fact, I have so many. So this was about his mask. The like luchador mask that he wore. I wear a personal sock. It is good. I have another story I could tell, but it is not PG. There's one other like crazy thing that has happened in our campaign that I cannot talk about because of how just non-PG it is. And it is, I have so many quotes, chat. Just for the record, my quote book on my phone, this is like 4 years of quotes. There's some very good quotes in here, 99% of which I cannot say. Either because there is a swear, or they are just wildly inappropriate. That's so many, I know. And I hold them in my hands. But no, chat. That's mainly what I wanted to do today. I just wanted to tell you guys all about all the stuff that's been happening. I want to rant to you guys about the campaign that I'm gonna run with Haley and Centros. It's just gonna be the 3 of us, and I'm gonna DM it. It's gonna be set in the Magic the Gathering world, and I've been working on it a lot more recently. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm homebrewing both of their classes, because I basically said, pick a kind of magic you want to do, and I'm gonna make you a class around it. So David's character chose soul magic and star magic, so I'm making a class for him. And then Haley's character picked like light magic, and then she said something that would destroy things. I don't know, you pick, make it angsty. And I don't know if she's watching right now or she can hear me, so I'm not gonna say it, but I'm making homebrew classes for them. Where it's set in the Magic the Gathering universe, which is very fun. And I enjoy it. It's what got me to want to start DMing again, because I ran a campaign way back when for like, I had a group of like 8 people that I DM completely homebrewed the world for. And then COVID happened and we kind of stopped playing, and I never went back to it. And I haven't had the like motivation to start a campaign again, but since we got back into Magic, I've been having that motivation, so. I know, chat. Oh. I think that is where I'm gonna end for today, because I am hungry and I want to go get some chomps. But I hope you guys enjoyed my various stories. I have many stories. I don't like that you can't tell us more. I'm so intrigued. Listen, I will one day. I'll show you guys all the concept art I've done for my campaign, and I'll talk you guys like through the quest, but I just need to make sure that they're not here and aren't watching, because I think that's fun, but no.